Welcome to One Tired Teacher, episode 230, 9 important things students really need to know about digital citizenship. In this digital age where cat videos and viral challenges on TikTok reign supreme, it's easy to forget that there's more to being an online citizen than just knowing how to double tap on Instagram. So today we're talking all about digital citizenship and internet safety and 9 important things that students really need to know. Hope you stick around.
Welcome to One Tired Teacher. And even though she may need a nap, this teacher is ready to wake up and speak her truth about the trials and treasures of teaching. Here she is, wide awake. Wait, she's not asleep right now, is she? She is awake, right? Okay. From Trina Debery Teaching and Learning, your host, Trina Debery.
Hey, so today we're talking about digital citizenship, and before we get started, I want you to know that this episode is being sponsored by my digital citizenship bundle. I have a bundle that is for K through 3rd grade teachers, so let's hear a little bit about that. Hey there, educators! Does the digital universe leave you dizzy with worry about our young net navigators? Don't know your digital breadcrumbs from your digital footprints? Fret not. We've got a superhero solution for our K3 educators. What's a digital breadcrumb? Great question, kiddo. And we've got all the answers in our digital citizenship and internet safety bundle, created especially for K through 3rd graders. These packets are so engaging, they'll have kids talking internet safety in their sleep. I learned about the internet stoplight today. That's right. From teaching the importance of device-free moments in 2nd grade to the balance of technology usage in kindergarten, we cover it all. Our lessons are complete with collaborative opportunities, both in person and online, ready-to-use lesson plans, vocabulary exercises, videos from YouTube integrated right into the slides. And guess what? No need to leave Google Slides. Talk about a teacher's dream come true. I took the superhero digital citizenship pledge today. Go, Super Kid! Our bundles are designed to make learning fun, engaging, and meaningful. Whether you're chatting about digital breadcrumbs or diving into the importance of giving credit, we've got you covered. The 3rd graders loved creating their digital citizenship pledge, and I loved the complete lesson plans and assessments. It's a win-win. Absolutely. Equip your students with the knowledge they need for a safe and responsible online presence. Let's make digital citizenship a breeze. Digital safety, it's the way. Learning and fun all in one day. Get your K through 3 digital citizenship and internet safety bundle now and watch your little netizens soar through safely in the digital world, because with us, the internet's a playground, not a puzzle. Stay safe, stay smart with digital citizenship from the start. All right, so hopefully you are talking about digital citizenship in your classroom, and now you have the tools to do that, to cover some of those important aspects of this, and it's available in my store on TPT, Trina Debery Teaching and Learning. Let's get on with the show. So today, we're really going to break down some 9 important things that are important. And it's that time to talk about digital citizenship skills and digital citizenship in a digital world. This concept goes beyond posting selfies and clever hashtags on social media. So grab your virtual thinking caps and prepare to level up your digital literacy skills. Because in this blog post and podcast episode, either you're listening or you're reading along, I'm going to unravel 9 crucial things you really need to know about navigating the vast terrain of online communities like a true cyber savvy pro. Buckle up, folks. It's going to be one wild, and it's going to be educational. All right, so let's talk about the importance of digital citizenship education in the real world. Digital citizenship education is really often overlooked in our classrooms because we feel like we don't have enough time, but it really plays a vital role in preparing students for the modern world. And as school leaders, it really is our responsibility to ensure our students are prepared for the real world and the virtual world. Sure, we can teach them addition and subtraction and the main idea, but do they know how to navigate the treacherous waters of social media? Because it really can be. It can be a scary, dangerous place, and we want to prepare and equip our students. Do they understand the consequences of their online actions? Digital citizenship education equips students with the skills and the knowledge to engage in our digital society responsibly. Digital citizenship should be covered in grades K through 12. And also it's a great way to instill some of those important like citizenship aspects in general, because there's certainly a crossover. One of the crucial elements of digital citizenship is understanding the concept of privacy. In an area where sharing personal information has become as natural as breathing, it's essential for students to learn about safeguarding their online presence. They should be aware that once something is shared on the internet, it might live forever in cyberspace. It's a haunting reminder from their past that could come back to haunt them in the future job interviews or college admissions. Now, I know that that's not something that we necessarily talk to a kindergartner about, or even maybe a first or second grader. Guess what? This could come back and haunt you, but it is important for them to understand that what they share at that moment may later not be something that they want out in the world. And I know that it's so hard to imagine, like when we're teaching these younger kids, but it still really matters in the lives of all kids. And if we start talking about it young, then they hopefully start to really understand this as they get older. Furthermore, digital citizenship education also emphasizes responsible behavior, and students need to learn about cyberbullying and its effects on mental health. They must be taught empathy and kindness towards others, even behind a screen, and really especially behind a screen, because sometimes we forget that there's an actual person there, and this is an important time where we can speak to that. Understanding that everyone they encounter online is a real person with feelings and could prevent them from participating in harmful behaviors and foster more positive virtual interactions in elementary school and really for the rest of their lives. So let's not underestimate the importance of digital citizenship education. It goes beyond just teaching kids how to use technology. It empowers them to make informed choices online and cultivate safe digital communities while fostering good digital citizenship. So let's talk about the importance of device-free moments, because this is actually a part of digital citizenship as well. We live in this digital age where our devices have become an extension of ourselves. I mean, I don't know about you, but my phone is with me at all times. In fact, yesterday when I was working, I for some reason didn't plug my phone in at night, and so it didn't charge all the way, and so I had to have it in another room charging, and it felt like I was like, where's my phone? I felt like I wasn't able to function, which seems crazy. And I know with these digital natives, they feel like, they may not have phones in first grade and second grade, although I had kids that did in second grade. They start to feel like they are really a part of them. And even our students, they do rely heavily on them. And students rely on them for communication, for information, for entertainment, and sometimes even for validation, which can be a major struggle for their mental health. But amidst this constant connectivity and digital noise, it's crucial to create a device-free moment for children that allows them to reconnect with themselves and the world around them. When we teach kids to detach from their screens, we give them the freedom to think independently and to cultivate their own voice. Without the distractions of YouTube and TikTok, we can truly allow our students to focus on their own thoughts, ideas, and beliefs without external influence. It is during these device-free moments that we can teach children to tap into their creativity and nurture their own unique perspective on life. And that's one of the reasons why I love things like STEM, story stations, and makerspace, is because it can be device free. And sometimes we do utilize technology inside of a makerspace, but sometimes we have got lots of other things that we can do without that. Moreover, and I'll be talking more about makerspace in the next couple of weeks, but let's stay on track here. Moreover, taking regular breaks from digital technology can significantly improve overall well-being. Constant exposure to screens has been linked to increased stress levels, decreased sleep quality, and even a decline in mental health. By consciously setting aside time from devices, we are giving kids the opportunity to recharge mentally and emotionally, as well as fully focus on learning inside the classroom. These device-free moments not only enhance productivity, but they also offer a refreshing break for the mind. Now, to help children feel the value of device-free time, I've created a lesson and activity for second graders. It's inside of my digital citizenship packet for second grade, but I've taken this lesson out, can be a standalone lesson, and although I created it for second grade, it really could be an overall plan for any grade level. I think it's really important to have these device-free moments, and I'm going to give this to you for free. If you are reading along in the blog, you will see that I have a direct link to it. But since you are listening, I'll tell you that you can go to TrinaDebery.com/digital citizenship. So it's TrinaDebery.com/digital/citizenship. And that will get you right to the device-free lesson that you can grab for free. All you have to do is just type your email in, and then you'll become a TDTL listie. Woohoo! And you will get this free lesson that you can use with your kids literally tomorrow. All right, so let's talk about online privacy, protecting personal information online, and freedom of speech for young people. With the rapid advancement of technology, it is crucial for children in elementary school to understand the significance of online privacy and freedom of speech. Teaching them about digital citizenship can help instill these values early on. However, explaining abstract concepts like personal information protection and free expression to young minds can be challenging. To make it relatable, parents and teachers can draw parallels between the online world and real-life situations. For instance, when discussing online safety and privacy, children can be encouraged to think about their own diaries or their secret boxes, or maybe they have a private place in their bedroom where they keep their personal belongings safe from prying eyes, like little brothers or sisters or even moms and dads. Similarly, just as they wouldn't share sensitive information with strangers on the playground, they should also avoid sharing such details with unknown individuals online. Teaching kids to make smart choices with their privacy can be one of the greatest lessons that we ever teach kids. By emphasizing these connections between offline and online activities, children can better grasp the importance of safeguarding personal information. Now, just so you know, some of these things I'm talking about today, these can be found inside of my bundles, and they're age appropriate. So what you need to know in kindergarten is obviously a little bit different than first grade and second grade and third grade, but I have it all covered for you inside of these packets. You can grab them by grade level. You don't need K3, especially if you're a second grade teacher. You don't need to have the other grade levels. You can just pick the second grade bundle. Just so you know. And again, they're in my shop on TPT, and you can just search digital citizenship and you'll find all that I have. Moreover, teaching kids about freedom of speech in a witty manner can also foster their understanding. One way to do this is by highlighting that while everyone has the right to express themselves freely, it does not mean that there are no consequences for what is said. Just as kids wouldn't shout inappropriate or hurtful things in a library or during a classroom discussion, they need to learn how to use their words in a responsible way, even on a digital platform. By equating internet interactions with everyday social scenarios that children encounter at school or at home, we can empower them with valuable insights into being responsible digital citizens while allowing them to exercise their rights within appropriate boundaries. If you'd like to teach this vital lesson of privacy, I cover it, and it's called That's Private inside of my digital citizenship packet. And you can click to see where the grade levels that I cover. You can just click on over to TPT, like I said, digital citizenship, and it will allow you to see what I have to offer. All right, let's talk about digital footprint, or managing and controlling online presence with digital citizenship lessons to protect private information. In today's digital age, teaching elementary school students about responsible online behavior really is more crucial than ever before because they are so ingrained with this type of existence. They've known it since day one, as opposed to some of us who didn't, we didn't have this experience. And honestly, I'm really thankful that I didn't have this, that I didn't grow up with the internet. As much as it would have helped me in many ways, it would have hurt me in so many other ways. And so I think we've got to be really careful about this for our kids. From sharing personal information to interacting with strangers, the virtual world can pose unforeseen risks. However, by integrating digital citizenship lessons into our curriculum, educators can support students in managing and controlling their online presence while protecting their private information. And I don't even think this is necessarily just for teachers. I think this is an important lesson that parents can also do for their kids. And these lessons would work at home too, if you're homeschooling. That they are also very valuable for home lessons, and especially if you're trying to set some parameters around, devices and digital and being online. By teaching children about the concept of a digital footprint, educators can empower them to take control of their online identities. Understanding that everything they do or share online leaves a trace can encourage students to think twice before posting or engaging in risky behaviors. Moreover, emphasizing the importance of privacy settings and the potential consequences of careless actions really will equip our kids with the essential skills needed to navigate the digital realm responsibly. One fresh perspective on this topic is really shifting focus from fear-mongering tactics to focusing and fostering on critical thinking skills. Instead of simply warning children about potential dangers lurking behind every click, provide them with opportunities for open discussions and encourage them to ask questions and to really think about it. This can enable them to develop a deeper understanding of how their actions impact others in cyberspace. By nurturing an environment where students are encouraged to analyze scenarios and make informed decisions, we not only prepare them for digital life, but we also instill qualities necessary for becoming competent global citizens in any setting. Overall, integrating digital citizenship lessons into elementary school criteria or curricula has become imperative in our technology-driven world. Many teachers choose Digital Citizenship Week as the time to teach digital citizenship, and that can be great, but it's also important to discuss responsible digital citizenship all year long. And honestly, I think this was something that I should have paid more attention to, especially because I had one-to-one iPads way back in 2011 in my classroom. And we talked a lot about, fostering a community and how we were acting and treating one another online. So to a degree, we were focusing on this. But I wish that I had done a lot more research at the time and even come up with some lessons that were specific to that, because I think it would have been really helpful. And I think it's really important. And this is something that would have started in the very beginning of the year, along with classroom expectations and routines and procedures. I think the digital citizenship is just as important to talk about. Plus, that there's such a good crossover. So I think it's a great. I don't know if I would wait till Digital Citizenship Week. I think it would be an important thing to talk about and to do at the beginning of the year. So. Let's talk about online etiquette and practicing good manners in digital spaces to be a good citizen. In today's digital age where screens dominate our lives, it is crucial for elementary school students to learn about online etiquette and practice good manners in digital spaces, really good manners in all of our spaces. Teaching the responsible use of technology at a young age plays an important role in shaping these future citizens. After all, being a good citizen goes beyond just behaving nicely in the physical world. It extends into our online interactions as well. One fresh insight to consider is that online spaces allow for anonymity, making it tempting for some to forget their manners. Reminding children that there are real people behind these usernames can help them understand the impact of their words and actions. A witty way to approach this topic could be by challenging them to imagine how they would feel if someone said something mean or disrespectful about them online. Suddenly, the importance of kind words becomes crystal clear. Now, I cover who is in your virtual community inside of my digital citizenship packets as well. And again, you can grab those on TPT. Moreover, engaging children with new perspectives online etiquette can be done by emphasizing the idea of building a positive digital footprint. Explaining that everything they say or do online leaves a lasting impression can encourage them to think twice before posting thoughtless comments or sharing inappropriate content. By equipping elementary students with these crucial skills and insights early on, we ensure that they grow up to become responsible digital citizens who understand the power of their presence in virtual spaces. So let's talk about cyberbullying, understanding the impact and how to prevent it, because this can be rough. This can be dangerous. This can be one of the hardest aspects. So in today's digital area or age, where students or children are growing up surrounded by technology, the concept of digital citizenship has become more crucial than ever before. One aspect of online behavior that demands our attention is cyberbullying, which is a pressing issue that affects elementary school students all too often. Not only can cyberbullying have devastating effects on an individual's mental and emotional well-being, but it can also have long-lasting consequences that spill over into adulthood. To truly tackle the problem at its root and prevent cyberbullying from taking hold on elementary schools, it is essential to empower children with the tools and the knowledge they need to develop an independent voice. Instead of just labeling certain behaviors as bad or wrong, we should encourage open discussions about empathy, kindness, and respect in both online and offline settings. By fostering a supportive environment where differences are celebrated rather than ridiculed, we give students the confidence to stand up against cyberbullying and promote positive interactions among their peers. Preventing cyberbullying requires not only teaching children how to respond when they witness it, but also arming them with the skills necessary to protect themselves from becoming victims. This includes educating students about privacy settings on social media platforms, highlighting past practices for passwords, or best practices, I should say, highlighting best practices for passwords, sharing personal information discreetly online. By incorporating these lessons into their daily routines early on, we help young learners navigate the intricacies of the digital world while equipping them with resilience against potential harm caused by cyberbullies. Again, I cover putting a stop to online meanness inside of my digital citizenship packets, and you can find them on TPT. Let's talk about copyright and plagiarism, respecting intellectual property rights. Again, in today's digital world, teaching children about copyright and plagiarism is necessary. With an abundance of information at their fingertips, it's important for elementary school students to understand the importance of respecting intellectual property rights. And this really comes into play when we are looking at things, even like ChatGPT and things like that. We can utilize these tools in our classroom, and we should be, because they're a part of what's going on in the future and in the present. So when we are utilizing these kind of tools, we still want them to think critically about where the information is coming from and how much of it are they accepting as their own that may not be their own. By instilling these values early on, we are setting them up to become responsible digital citizens in the 21st century. Excuse me. But how do we make copyright and plagiarism engaging for young minds? Well, one approach is to incorporate interactive activities and games into your curriculum. Rather than lecturing about the do's and don'ts of copyright content, students can learn through play. For example, organizing a copyright detective game where they have to spot instances of unauthorized use can be both informative and entertaining. And anytime we can make learning feel like a game, we are winning. Furthermore, it's crucial to teach kids how to cite their sources when using others' work responsibly and properly. Just as we stress the importance of writing our names on art projects or assignments, citing sources should become second nature too. Encouraging creativity while fostering information literacy skills will not only help children gain a deeper understanding of copyright and plagiarism, but it also ensures that they navigate the digital landscape ethically and with confidence in their own abilities. So let's empower our little ones with knowledge about intellectual property rights. After all, they are the future innovators who will shape our world. By making copyright concepts tangible, exciting, and easy to grasp from an early age, we set them up for success in this 21st century arena where Originality thrives. All right, let's talk about media literacy and evaluating and critically analyzing online content. I think this is so important. When we teach kids to really critically analyze where it's coming from, who is saying it, we are helping them understand that not everything that we hear on the internet is the truth, and that we need to really analyze where it's coming from. So when it comes to online content, trustworthiness is the key. In an era where fake news and misinformation abound, teaching elementary school students how to evaluate and critically analyze online information is crucial. By instilling media literacy skills at a young age, we can empower these digital natives to be discerning consumers of information. And I feel like that is so important. We want to teach them to discern consumers, be discerning consumers of information. So important. One way to approach media literacy in the classroom is by introducing the concept of credibility clues. We can teach students to look for signs that indicate whether a website or an article contains trustworthy information. For example, does the author provide credible sources? Is the website frequently updated? Are there grammatical errors or outlandish claims? We want to teach kids to look for words that sound like an opinion, words that sound like they're factual. This is really helping them discern information. Encouraging children to ask these questions foster critical thinking skills while simultaneously enhancing their ability to distinguish reliable sources from unreliable ones. Moreover, incorporating a witty tone into media literacy lessons can make the learning experience more engaging and memorable for students. Why not turn evaluating online content into an exciting detective game where children need to uncover clues about relatability? Do you see how many times I like to use detective games? The mystery genre is definitely one that I enjoy, and I think the kids have so much fun with that. By infusing creativity into our teaching methods, we can ensure that kids remain motivated while gaining valuable skills that will serve them well throughout their lives as reliable or responsible digital citizens. All right, let's wrap this up. Empowering students to be responsible digital citizens. In conclusion, digital citizenship is not just a buzzword. It's an essential skill for every student in today's digital age. By understanding the importance of online privacy, practicing responsible social media usage, and being aware of the consequences of cyberbullying, students can navigate the digital world with confidence and integrity. Moreover, by honing their critical thinking skills and becoming savvy consumers of information online, students can protect themselves from misinformation and fake news. So let's equip our students with these crucial skills and empower them to be responsible digital citizens. And like I said all along, I have a packet of a bundle of K through 3 if you are, technology teacher, media specialist, STEM teacher. But I also have for the classroom teacher or you're a homeschool parent, I have kindergarten, first grade, second grade, third grade. And then I also link to a few more areas of information on digital citizenship inside the blog post, so you can check that out. And that is wrapping it up. So after all, the internet is a vast playground filled with opportunities and dangers alike, but it's up to us to teach them how to play. I hope that you got some value out of this episode. I think digital citizenship is so important. And until next time, my friend, sweet dreams and sleep tight.